Belgium is often reduced to a single city, yet beyond the capital lies a country rich in character, contrast, and quiet beauty. This 10-day itinerary is designed for travelers who enjoy moving at a comfortable pace, staying active, and engaging deeply with culture, landscape, and daily local life. Starting and ending in Brussels, the route works easily by train or car and focuses on towns, cities, and regions that reward curiosity rather than haste. Let's get going! If you arrive in Brussels and it's your first visit, be sure to spend some time there as it's a beautiful city. Key landmarks include the UNESCO-recognized Grand Place, the iconic Atomium, and the famous Mannequin Pis statue. You'll want to visit the Grand Royal Palace, a workplace but not a residence, the impressive Palace of Justice, as well as the beautiful St. Michael and St. Gudula Cathedral, all showcasing rich history, unique architecture, and Belgian culture. Allow 2 days for a good visit. But this itinerary is designed to lead you out of the big cities, so we'll continue directly to Mechelen, a compact historic town less than an hour away. Begin with a walk through the old center. The St. Rumbold's Cathedral dominates the skyline, its unfinished tower visible from almost everywhere. Climb it for a view of the surrounding area and admire the paved squares, historic civic buildings, and rows of brick townhouses. Continue toward the Grote Market, where the town hall and nearby guild buildings form a clearly defined central square. From here, head to the Dijl Canal, where stone bridges and waterside paths pass former industrial buildings now housing cafes and residences. Look for the colorful houses by the Haverwerf Quay, once used for grain storage. End your first day with some typical Belgian or Flemish cuisine. Look for dishes like carbonade flamande, or Flemish stew, likely accompanied by Belgian friet. Start day 2 at Hof van Busleiden, a Renaissance-era palace that now houses a museum focused on Mechelen's political and cultural role during the 16th century. Then, visit the nearby Kazerne Dossen Memorial, a former military barracks that served as a transit camp during World War II. The related Holocaust Museum has impactful exhibitions to explain the history. Also see the UNESCO-listed Beguinages, 13th-century residential complexes built for women who lived semi-religious lives. The site features narrow cobbled streets, small houses, gardens, and a central chapel. Complete your tour of Mechelen with a stroll through Rijbroek Park, a large city park featuring wide walking paths, a pond with footbridges, and a brasserie, making it an ideal way to end the day. On day 3, we travel about an hour west to Ghent, a city that blends medieval grandeur with contemporary energy. You'll notice St. Michael's Bridge right away. It's very close to the Corn Market, a central square where the city's famous 3 towers stand within a short walking distance of one another. Start at St. Nicholas's Church, an early Gothic structure built from blue-gray stone. From here, walk to the UNESCO-listed Belfry of Ghent, a former watchtower. Its bells and clock have regulated city life for centuries, and the gilded copper dragon is a symbol of the city's civic independence. Just steps away is St. Bavo's Cathedral, a Gothic church notable for its tall spire and elaborate facade, which has origins in 942. Its interior includes chapels, sculptures, and the famous Ghent altarpiece. Then, head to the Grotten Market, once a vegetable market, and now lined with historic guild houses and small shops selling local products. Spend the evening walking along the iconic elegant quays, Grassley and Korenley, and enjoy the flavors you find. The first destination on day 4 is Gravenstein Castle, a well-preserved 12th century fortress once home to the Counts of Flanders. The interior includes stone halls and staircases, and its ramparts offer insight into medieval rule and defense. Then, make your way to the Vrijdag Market, a large open square surrounded by historic buildings and cafes. If you're in Ghent on a Friday or Saturday, be sure to go to the market for a real taste of Belgian life. From here, turn your attention to the nearby waterways and a canal boat tour, which provides a different perspective on Ghent's medieval buildings, former warehouses, and bridges. For a fun diversion, go to Graffiti Alley, a sanctioned, ever-changing public art space located near the castle. If time permits, visit one of Ghent's many museums, such as the Museum of Fine Arts, the Ghent City Museum, or the House of a Line, a fun and interactive museum about Flemish folklore, including puppetry. End the day in Het Paterschal, a cobblestone neighborhood with narrow streets and well-preserved 16th-century houses, known as the city's culinary heart. It's an ideal place for a traditional Flemish dinner, such as Ghentse waterzooi, a creamy chicken or fish stew, alongside a Belgian beer. On day 6, we're traveling west for about an hour toward Bruges, a UNESCO World Heritage City. However, you'll want to pause at Dam, a small town surrounded by flat countryside and intersected by canals. Spend time walking or cycling along the Dam-Bruges Canal, a straight, tree-lined path. The flat terrain allows a view of historic farmhouses and small locks along the canal. It's easy to rent a bike in Dam. When you arrive at Bruges in the afternoon, set out for the market square in the historic core. You'll see the iconic belfry, a towering medieval bell tower and Bruges' most recognized landmark. Climb its 366 steps for panoramic views. Then, move along the nearby streets to see stepped gable houses, stone bridges and narrow canals. Stop by Berg Square, home to the stunning City Hall and the Basilica of the Holy Blood, famous for housing a crystal vial containing a cloth believed to hold the blood of Jesus Christ. End the day with a stroll along the Ray Canal, and stop for dinner at one of the many welcoming places nearby. You'll be very close to the Vlissingen, the oldest existing café in Bruges. Spend day 7 exploring Bruges. Work your way toward the Church of Our Lady, whose tall brick tower dominates the skyline. Inside, you'll find Michelangelo's Madonna and Child, one of the few works by the artist located outside Italy. Go to one of Bruges' many museums. The Groningen Museum presents an excellent overview of Flemish primitive painting. For something lighter, the Frit Museum or Choco Story provide insight into Belgian culinary traditions, and both offer tastings. Or visit the Grottes Museum to experience Bruges' medieval elegance through the art and history of a noble family's home. Then, continue on foot to Rozenhoutquai, a historic quay where canals meet, retaining its centuries-old medieval ambiance. It's probably the city's most photographed spot. Next, walk south to Minnewater Park, known as the Lake of Love, a picturesque spot with a fairy tale bridge and connection to a tragic love legend. End the day near the center at the Gare, one of the narrowest streets in Bruges. If you like beer, stop at the Staminy de Gare, a famous hidden pub known for its exclusive strong beer. Explore the medieval alleys for other small restaurants with authentic Belgian food. In the morning on day 7, we travel to Antwerp, the diamond capital of the world, approximately 90 minutes away. Proceed to Antwerp Central Station, an unexpected highlight. Its soaring dome, stone arches and layered platforms have earned it the nickname Railway Cathedral, and it's considered one of Europe's most beautiful stations. From there, walk toward the historic center and visit the Cathedral of Our Lady, whose Gothic spire dominates the skyline and reflects the city's historical wealth. Inside are notable artworks, including 3 paintings by Peter Paul Rubens. Continue to the Grote Market, where ornate guild houses surround the Brabo Fountain, a centerpiece of civic life since medieval times. With only one day, choose a single focus for the afternoon. Options include the Diamond District, where there are lots of jewelry stores and even a museum dedicated to the diamond industry. There are several other museums to visit. Rubenshuis holds a vast collection of works by Peter Paul Rubens. Or head to the Middelheim Open Air Sculpture Museum for some thought-provoking art. The unique Planten Moretus Museum is the world's only UNESCO World Heritage Museum. It showcases 16th century printing. You could also walk along the Scheldt River to the Het Steen Fortress, Antwerp's oldest building, which once guarded the river and city entrance, and now offers views and special events. In the evening, head to one of the vibrant local restaurants for some iconic moules frites. On day 8, we move on to Leuven, about an hour south. Begin at the lively Old Market Square, known as the longest bar in the world for its many cafes and restaurants. Walk its length to take in the architectural details of the historic buildings. Stop to admire the Town Hall, an intricate Gothic masterpiece. Then move to the University Library, a powerful symbol of resilience. Climb the tower for panoramic city views and learn about its history. In the afternoon, visit the Grottes, Belgium's oldest botanical garden. This 19th century site has clearly marked paths, flower beds, and shaded seating areas. It's very close to the Great Beguinage, a tranquil, preserved UNESCO site with charming houses. If time allows, visit St. Peter's Church, a beautiful Gothic church, home to Flemish masterpieces, or Park Abbey, one of Belgium's best preserved abbeys. If you enjoy beer, consider a tour at the famous Stella Artois brewery, founded in Leuven in 1366. It's day 9, and we're leaving the cities behind and traveling south into the Ardennes, where forests, hills, and winding rivers shape the landscape. Base yourself in a small town such as Durbuy or Les-Roches-en-Ardennes, both full of medieval charm with stone buildings, cobbled streets, and riverfront scenes. Spend the morning on a clearly marked hiking trail, following forest paths or riverside routes. Trails vary in length and difficulty, so visitors can adjust according to preference. Along the way, you'll pass stone bridges, small waterfalls, and delightful village streets. Bike rentals are available in both towns if you want an even broader perspective of the surrounding Ardennes landscape. Kayaking along the River Orthe is also an option from either town. In the afternoon, explore the town itself. You'll find the Durbuy Castle in the heart of its old town. The Topiary Park, a unique garden with 250 intricately sculpted plants, is also worth seeing. If you're staying in Les-Roches-en-Ardennes, visit the ruins of a 9th century feudal castle overlooking the town. Then, go to the Parc à Gibier, a small wildlife park in a natural setting, giving educational experiences about local fauna. Dinner in the Ardennes often highlights regional specialties. Look for some Ardennes ham on the menu. End your tour of Belgium with a morning caving adventure by visiting Les Grottes-en-Ardennes. Formed over millions of years by the Lessie River, the cave complex features a series of vast underground chambers. Guided tours are mandatory and include a sound and light show in one of the largest chambers of the cave system, and ends with a simulated cannon shot to demonstrate the cave's acoustic properties. Access is only possible via a vintage streetcar, which departs from the center of Ghent-sur-Lesse. It will be an unparalleled experience. If you don't need to be in Brussels until later, take advantage of being in Ardennes with a final hike on a different trail. Take time to enjoy the forested paths, gentle hills, and special sights one last time. As you embark on the 2-hour trip back to Brussels, you'll marvel about the unhurried fullness of the last 10 days, and how much you've learned about nature, culture, and everyday life in Belgium. This route has provided a structured way to explore Belgium beyond its most familiar stops, combining walkable cities, smaller towns, and natural landscapes. There's planned activities and free time, so for a truly immersive experience, be sure to look for local events and enjoy music and art in unexpected places. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who enjoy realistic itineraries designed for travelers who value movement, context, and manageable pacing. See you in another Travel Top 10 video, where we'll spend 10 days in another region of Europe.